Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of Wuthering waves and the exciting new characters coming in version 2.4, you're in for a treat today. We've got some juicy details on two characters who are about to make some serious waves, Cartethyia and Lupa. Now, before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. Everything we're about to talk about is based on rumors and leaks from the Hunter x Hunter universe, so keep that in mind. Take it with a grain of salt, but trust me, these details are too good to miss. Alright, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about Cartethyia. Now, if you're a fan of powerful, multifaceted characters, Cartethyia is going to be right up your alley. She's rumored to be a 5-star Aero character who wields a sword. Yes, you heard that right, a sword. But here's the kicker. She has two forms, kind of like Zani. That's right, two forms, and it's not just for show. There's some real game-changing mechanics involved here. Cartethia's Aero erosion effect is where things get seriously exciting. Picture this. Some of her Aero attacks apply a stackable debuff on enemies, and while that debuff is active, it keeps dealing periodic Aero damage. It's like a slow burn that keeps punishing your enemies even if they think they've gotten away from you. But wait, it gets even crazier. Her forte circuit, that's like her power-up mechanic, is what really makes Cartethyia stand out. When you max out her forte circuit, she enters this explosive stage, and here's the real game changer. She switches skills. It's not just about attacking harder. She actually changes her entire playstyle, like flipping a switch, and it gets even more intense from there. And then, her resonance liberation. This is where Cartethyia becomes an absolute monster. She transforms into what everyone is calling Big Cartethyia. When this happens, she switches forms, and everything about her changes. She gains completely new animations, new abilities, and her attacks. They're next level. When she attacks, she calculates all the Aero erosion stacks on surrounding enemies, and then detonates them. It's like an action movie moment where everything explodes at once. Pretty insane, right? Now, as far as team comps go, there's a lot of speculation about her synergy with Ciaconna, who is expected to be an upcoming Aero support. If that's the case, the two could form an unstoppable duo. But for now, we'll have to wait and see how things pan out. Oh, and Cartethyia is expected to release in Phase 1 of version 2.4, so start saving those as right now, because she's going to be a game changer. Now, let's switch gears and talk about Lupa. This one is just as exciting, but with a completely different playstyle. Lupa is rumored to be the next 5-star Fusion DPS. And while there's no official confirmation on what weapon she'll use, some early rumors suggest she might be wielding a rectifier. Lupa's playstyle is built around a health drain mechanic, which sounds risky, but super powerful. The lower her HP gets, the more damage she can deal. It's a high-risk, high-reward situation, and honestly, that's what makes it so exciting. Now, Lupa's forte circuit is going to remind you of Danjin. She's got a build-up and spend mechanic, which means she'll build Ruby Blossom stacks and spend them to unleash powerful attacks. But here's where Lupa differs from Danjin. Instead of healing, she thrives on being at low HP. Her kit is all about pushing the limit, and it's going to be a lot of fun to figure out how to play her at her most powerful. Her resonance liberation is where things get absolutely wild. Once she activates it, she gets a massive personal damage buff, along with fusion and basic attack amplification. But the real kicker here is her outro skill. When she uses this, she buffs fusion damage by 20% and basic attack damage by 25%. And get this, Lupa can still deal damage even when she's off-field. So even if you're not actively controlling her, she's still contributing to the team's overall damage output. If that doesn't scream broken, I don't know what does. Lupa is expected to release in Phase 2 of version 2.4, so get ready to start saving for her too. Now, before we wrap things up, I just want to remind you all to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've got more content like this coming your way, and you won't want to miss it. And hey, drop your thoughts about Cartethyia and Lupa in the comments below. Do you think they'll live up to the hype? Are you as excited as I am to see how these characters shake up the game? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay hyped for version 2.4. It's going to be legendary.